Good morning, Namaskar, Jai Hind. All subjects history, polity, geography, economics, ethics, science, current affairs, and international relations. Very most important questions and answers. 1. What is the significance of the 73rd and 74th Amendments? They provided constitutional status to Panchayati Raj and urban local bodies. 2. Who can initiate a bill in the Rajya Sabha? Any member of the Rajya Sabha. 3. What is the role of the Finance Commission in India? To recommend the distribution of tax revenues between the central and state governments. 4. What is the maximum age limit for candidate to contest for the Lok Sabha? There is no maximum age limit. 5. What does the term judicial review mean? The power of the judiciary to review the constitutionality of legislative and executive actions. 6. What is fiscal deficit? The difference between the government's total revenue and total expenditure. 7. What is the purpose of the goods and services tax GST? To create a single tax regime for the entire country. 8. What is black money? Money that is earned through illegal means and not declared for tax purposes. 9. What is the primary objective of the Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Mudra? To provide loans to small and micro enterprises. Thus, what does the term repo rate refer to? The rate at which the central bank lends money to commercial banks. 11. What is climate change? Long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. 12. What are endangered species? Species at risk of extinction due to loss of habitat or other threats. 13. What is the significance of the Chipko movement? It aimed at the conservation of trees and forests through non-violent protests. 14. What is sustainable development? Development that meets current needs without compromising future generations. 15. What is the function of the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP? To coordinate the environmental activities and assist developing countries. 16. What is the mere function of the pancreas? To produce insulin and aid in digestion. 17. What is quantum computing? A type of computing that uses quantum bits qubits to process information. 18. Who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. 19. What is CRISPR technology used for? Gene editing to modify DNA in organisms. Bees. What is the purpose of a vaccine? To stimulate the immune system to recognize and combat pathogens. 21. Who is the current Minister of Home Affairs in India? As of 2024, Amit Shah. 22. What is the aim of the National Digital Health Mission? To develop an integrated digital health infrastructure. 23. Who won the Oscar for Best Picture in 2023? Provide current information. 24. What is the main goal of the National Skill Development Mission? To promote skill development among the youth. 25. Who is the current governor of the Reserve Bank of India? As of 2024, Shaktikanta Das. 26. What is integrity in public service? Adhering to moral and ethical principles in all actions. 27. What is the role of ethics in governance? To guide decision making and promote public trust. 28. What is corporate social responsibility? A business model that helps a company be socially accountable. 29. What does transparency mean in the context of governance? Openness in the actions and decisions of public officials. 30. What is ethical decision making? Choosing actions that align with ethical principles and values. 31. What is the significance of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO? It is a military alliance established for mutual defense. 32. What is economic sanctions? Penalties applied by one or more countries against a targeted country. 33. What is the main goal of the United Nations Security Council? To maintain international peace and security. 34. What does the term bilateral relations refer to? Relations between two sovereign countries. 35. What is the significance of the G7 summit? It brings together leaders from 7 major advanced economies to discuss global issues. 36. What is the aim of the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? To provide crop insurance to farmers. 37. Which Indian festival is celebrated as the Festival of Lights? Diwali. 38. What is the purpose of the National Food Security Act 2013? To provide subsidized food grains to the poor. 39. Who is the author of the book Incredible India? Provide current information. 40. What is the significance of the Digital India campaign? To transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. 41. What is the classical dance form of Tamil Nadu? Bharatanatyam. 42. Who is known as the Missile Man of India? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. 43. What is the significance of the Konark Sun Temple? It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its architecture. 44. Which Indian festival marks the end of the harvest season in the south? Pongal. 45. What is the central theme of the Mahabharata? The moral and ethical dilemmas faced by characters in the epic. 46. What is the capital of Canada? Ottawa. 47. Who was the first female chief minister of an Indian state? Sucheta Kripalani, Uttar Pradesh. 48. What is the national animal of India? Bengal tiger. 49. Which Indian state is known as the land of five rivers? Punjab. 50. Who is known as the Iron Man of India? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. 51. What was the significance of the Montagu Chelmsford reforms? They introduced limited self-government in India. 52. Who was the founder of the Mughal Empire in India? Babur. 53. What was the main cause of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? The Rowlatt Act of 1919 and subsequent protests. 54. Who was the first president of the Indian National Congress? W.C. Banerjee. 55. What was the outcome of the Simon Commission in India? Widespread protests and the demand for Indian representation. 56. Which country is known as the land of a thousand lakes? Finland. 57. What is the capital of Australia? Canberra. 58. Which desert is located in the southwestern United States? Mojave Desert. 59. What is the smallest country in the world? Vatican City. 60. Which mountain range separates Europe and Asia? Ural Mountains. 61. What is the primary function of the Election Commission of India? To oversee and conduct free and fair elections. 62. What is the significance of the Anti-Defection Act? It prevents elected members from defecting to another party. 63. How many members can the Rajya Sabha have? A maximum of 250 members. 64. What is the term of office for the President of India? 5 years. 65. What does Panchayati Raj refer to? The system of local self-government in rural areas of India. 66. What is monetary policy? The process by which a central bank manages the money supply and interest rates. 67. What is the purpose of the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (NREGA)? To provide at least 100 days of wage employment in a financial year to every rural household. 68. What does foreign direct investment (FDI) mean? Investment made by a company or individual in one country in business interests in another country. 69. What is the objective of the Make in India initiative? To encourage manufacturing in India and attract foreign investment. 70. What is inflation? The rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services rises. 71. What is the main cause of ozone layer depletion? Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, and other ozone depleting substances. 72. What is biodiversity? The variety of life in the world or a particular habitat. 73. What is the purpose of the Forest Conservation Act, 1980? To regulate the diversion of forest land for non-forest purposes. 74. What is global warming? The long-term rise in Earth's average temperature due to human activities. 75. What is the significance of the Clean Development Mechanism (CDM)? It allows developed countries to invest in emissions reduction projects in developing countries. 76. What is the basic unit of life? The cell. 77. Who developed the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. 78. What is the function of the mitochondria in a cell? To produce energy ATP through respiration. 79. What is blockchain technology? A decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across multiple computers. 80. What is the purpose of the Hubble Space Telescope? To observe distant celestial objects and phenomena. 81. Who is the current Minister of External Affairs in India? As of 2024. S. Jayashankar. 82. What is the goal of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan? To make India self-reliant and boost local industries. 83. Who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2023? Provide current information. 84. What is the main objective of the Ayushman Bharat scheme? To provide health coverage to economically weaker sections of society. 85. Who is the current Chief Justice of India? As of 2024, D.Y. Chandrachud, 86. What is accountability in public service? The obligation of public officials to be answerable for their actions. 87. What does conflict of interest mean? A situation in which a person's decisions are influenced by personal interests. 88. What is the significance of the Whistleblower Protection Act? It protects individuals who expose wrongdoing in government or corporate sectors. 90. What is good governance? The effective, efficient, and ethical management of public resources. 90. What is the role of the Central Vigilance Commission? To address corruption in government organizations. 91. What is the significance of the United Nations? It promotes international cooperation and peace. 92. What is soft power in international relations? The ability to influence others through cultural or ideological means. 93. What does the term G20 refer to? A group of 20 major economies that meet to discuss global economic issues. 94. What is the mere function of the World Health Organization? To direct and coordinate international health efforts. 95. What does bilateral trade refer to? Trade between two countries. 96. What is the aim of the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana? To provide relief to the poor during economic distress. 97. Which Indian festival is celebrated as the harvest festival in the East? Makar Sankranti. 98. What is the primary focus of the Digital India initiative? To transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. 99. Who is the author of The Discovery of India? Jawaharlal Nehru. So, what is the significance of the National Education Policy 2020? To reform and enhance the Indian education system. Like or subscribe or share karo. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.